Early live. Yes, early today. It's going to be a quick live. And I knew that I needed to come live now because I might not make it later because it'll be so late when I get done on my other side of things. So I'm here. And if, a lot of people don't come, we may, because this is not our normal time. So we may try it again, but I had to come live. We won't be long. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. As you come in, hit the like button. I think I do that too. Welcome. Oh. You guys, do you want to just wait till later? We can wait till later. We'll just do it over. We'll just come back later, but it'll be late. It'll be closer to 10 your time, Harlem, 9 my time. Let me know what you want to do. Okay. All right. Well, come on in, everybody. We're going to talk about it really quick. We got a couple of things to talk about. Again, we won't be here long tonight. I have another interview to do, but I knew it was going to be late. So I had to come and see y'all. I had to make it a point. So I'm early. So if you can come on, good. If not, see the replay. Hold on just a second. I got to turn this fan on. Okay. All right, so we will work with what we have here because we do have to get going on this. Let me see what our likes is looking like. All right, so if you don't forget, if you just hit the like button for me, it would be appreciated. It helps keep us in the algorithm. So we're going to start with a couple of videos first. And this one I really did not know about, but I'm glad he is doing what he's doing on this video. So let's take a look. Thank you. know who that is. That is nephew Tommy. There is nephew Tommy, who obviously has been battling with cancer and has beat it because he was able to ring the bell, and we're so excited. So excited. Like, I love me some nephew Tommy. Did not know that was going on with him. But as you see, he has beat cancer's butt and he is ringing the bell. So yay for nephew Tommy. Yay, kudos. I love him. He's so funny. And so I'm glad for that one. Thank you so much, Harlem. Shout out to nephew Tommy and everybody that took care of him, his support system. Thank you for doing that. He is 3 years cancer free. Three years. That's a long time, and we just wish him continued success on being free of cancer for that long, and that he's still going strong. Still going strong. So thank you for sharing that. Then we want to listen to this because I just feel sorry for him, but I'm glad he's on the other side of this and he's going to start getting the help that he needs as well.
She's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right. Shit. That was fucking terrifying. That was terrifying. That was a terrifying last 4 days. But your girl is gonna be all right.
So pretty much, Lil Nas X has come out and he has said that, you know, it was scary for him to be there. He's glad to be out, but he said he's going to be okay. He's going to be all right. He's going to get the help that he needs. The judge, as we said last night, has ordered him to stay away from drugs and to seek help. And so hopefully with that and the judge giving him the opportunity to get help, he's going to be all right. He said he's going to be all right. Let's look at it one more time.
It's gonna be okay, y'all. Okay? She's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right. Shit. That was fucking terrifying. That was terrifying. That was a terrifying last 4 days. But your girl is gonna be all right.
Yeah, so we just continue to wish him, you know, well, that he does well. So let's go ahead and let's get on this Cardi B catch up. I gotta catch. Oh, I left my notes, but I can pretty much say it. Oh, I forgot to put that up, Harlem. But I can go ahead and talk about Cardi B really quick. But before I do that, let's talk about P. Diddy news really quick before we get into Cardi B. So as you guys know, it's been a minute, but P. Diddy has filed for requests to he's requesting a new trial. He's saying that this needs to be overturned. Basically, he wants it to be over, but he's requesting a new trial, and the prosecution has responded. Prosecution has filed a 58 page response, and their reasoning is this: that there is too much overwhelming evidence of him transporting for actual desires. He has 2 Mann Act charges that cannot be ignored. They're saying in their response that the judge is in their favor. The judge sees it their way. They said, now basically, this judge is so unpredictable. Like, we can't say, because I know I tried to call it out before on Judge Subramanian, but he is so unpredictable. We can't say what he'll do. What we do know, what are facts, is that both of those charges had carries up to 10 years each. Both charges carries up to 10 years each. And so he could look at not even running them concurrent and giving him 10 on each. He could run them together and just give him a 10 because, you know, if he's running them concurrent, he's doing this time for both of them. Or he could give him way less time. What we do know also that is a fact that sentencing is on October the 3rd. And again, the judge is only the judge is only the judge is prepared. I think this is what I think. He's prepared to follow the rules, go by the book. He has been going by the book. So I don't know what may happen, but they're saying that, Puff is afraid for his life, and that when Ghislaine Maxwell came out and was like, she does not believe that Jeffrey Epstein committed unalive himself. She believes that it happened on the inside, because at any moment somebody can give the word and he could be unalive, and she thinks that's what happened. So Diddy is like still like afraid for his life, don't know if he'll make it through, like all these things. But I would say for him that he should be preparing for the worst and hoping for the best at this moment. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best in this situation, because whatever judge says, that's what's going to happen, and we just can't predict that right now. So the prosecution has responded, 58 pages. There's no way on this earth that I will read 58 pages, but I can give you the highlights. And the highlights is that's really important is what was really important is that they said the judge was seeing things their way, was favoring them. And that's not always a good thing for the defendant. If the prosecution says the judge is favoring us, they understand where we're coming from. There's overwhelming evidence that was ignored for the RICO. So we're not going to let him go. We didn't get him for the RICO, but we can get him on this, and we can give him the maximum time on this, since he did beat the RICO. And that's what the prosecution wants for him. But at the end of the day, it is the judge's decision to make, and we shall see what happens. So that's the latest Diddy news that we have as of this 10 seconds. That could change any moment. All right, so moving on to Cardi B. So just a really quick recap on Cardi B. She did take the stand today, but prior to her, she took it late this afternoon, like literally almost 5 o'clock she was done. And they will be back in court tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I believe Cardi B. I believe what she's saying. She did admit that she called the girl a B and F-bombed her, and the girl they was like this, face to face, but no one touched no one. She say she didn't spit on her. She say she didn't touch her. She didn't scratch her with her nails. She said that, but the way she sat there in confidence telling her story, I believe her, and I don't know. So anyway, this morning there was the plastic surgeon, as I came live a little bit earlier. Yeah, and I think maybe she'll come back tomorrow with something different. We just have to see. So that's the talk of the courts as well, because I got to tell you about that too. So the plastic surgeon came on, and hold on, I'll call you in a little bit. Be careful. Plastic surgeon came on, and the plastic surgeon was it was so boring to me. He was talking about his certifications, but he also was talking about why, he thought that, why is that looking like that? He also talked about why he felt that Miss Ellis needed plastic surgery. He said there were really 3 fine marks up and down her face, and he saw those, and he said what happens is it has this hyperpigment or something, and only way that they give services is that the only way that they give service to anyone or anybody recommended that they need this medical attention is that they would benefit from it, right? That they would benefit from it. And he felt that she would benefit from having the surgery. So they was like, well, why did you have it in a surgery center instead of having it in your office? Could you have had it in your office? He said, yes, we could have done the plastic surgery in the office, but it wouldn't have been as clean. It would have been a little bit more contaminated. So they did that, and he had to use anesthesia under the skin to numb it and to do what he did. They showed a picture of it. I was going to show a picture. I don't know if I got a really good one of it. You can't really even see her scars, or maybe it's just me. But let me see if I have a picture that I can share that he shared today. Where's that picture? Okay, I didn't get it, but I'll post it on my post on my story. But anyway, he on her skin, like and I think it's from the surgery, the plastic surgery, but there was a, like, you could see like this part of her cheek had this like patch, round patch. I didn't really see the scars that she said that he had, but it's this patch of whatever, right? And they said, doesn't her face look disfigured? Well, yeah, because she had plastic surgery, and that's part of where she had it. But anyway, he said, so the expert also said it looked to him, his professional opinion is that it had to be by someone that was right-handed. Here's where you mess up, because Cardi B is left-handed. Cardi B is left-handed. So Cardi B's lawyer was cross-examining him, and he was like, so what you just said is that it had to be, the marks had to come from someone that was right-handed, right? He said yes. So we know that Cardi B is left-handed. Her lawyer, I mean, the prosecution's lawyer, Miss Ellis's lawyer came up and said to the specialist, to the plastic surgeon, you said that it, now I need you to clarify. Basically, I'm ad-libbing, I'm not saying word for word, but I basically need you to clarify, because everybody knows she's left-handed. Now you done messed up, right? You done lost the case for us, because you said it was from a right-handed person. But he said, you said that from the looks of it, it had to have come from somebody that was right-handed. Did you mean that person has to be right-handed? Can they be left-handed? What did you mean by that? Oh yeah, no. I didn't mean that. I meant that it had to happen with a right hand. So he came back and tried to clean it up, but at first said it has to come from someone that is right-handed. The jury heard him say that. So that right there loses the case, because if you're saying that it comes from somebody that's right-handed, it wouldn't be Cardi B, because Cardi B is left-handed. Also, this young lady had a car wreck as well. And they talked about how long will scars, how long does it take for something to scar? Can you tell as the surgeon by looking at it how long that scar had been there? He said, well, not really, because after a year, those scars really are just already healed to the point where you cannot tell that it's a scarring, right? And so basically it happened in 2018, allegedly, and you didn't see this surgeon until 2022. So there's a lot against the girl as far as being able to prove her point, I think. Then her mother got on the stand. They didn't keep her on the stand 10 minutes. There was nothing that she could bring to this trial that would help her daughter, other than her daughter called her a little while after the incident had happened, and later that day, she saw her daughter, and she saw, hey, Ryan, hey. And later that day, she saw the scars. That's really all she could say, because every time her lawyer tried to ask questions, ask questions, Cardi B's lawyer objected because it was all hearsay. That's because what he was saying is, you're answering based on what she told you, but there is no solid information, so we can't really go off of hearsay. So everything he objected, the judge pretty much sustained pretty much everything that was objected. So they got mom off the stage. Then here comes her grandma on the stage, kept her on there for about 5 minutes. Grandma couldn't bring anything to the trial that was going to help her get over the hump, because she's on this hump right now. She's on this hump right now, Harlem. I'm sorry. And it looks like she's not going to win this case. Now, I could be wrong. These are just my predictions from hearing it. So when you say, oh, look, I'm not ready to go there yet. So then there was also a psychologist on the stand, and she talked about, he was like, why did Miss Ellis come to see you? And she talked about the work comp claim, because she was filing a workers comp claim. And so they talked about all of that. They said, did she tell you that she was injured by Cardi B? And she said, yes. And she wrote it in the report, everything she said. And it was like, well, why did you have to write in the report? Well, I get that, because anytime you're writing a report that could be a legal document, it has to be the exact words of what somebody told you, right? So that's why she put it in there. That didn't really help her either. That didn't help her. So they took a break and they came back, and Cardi B gets on the stand. They took a long break. Cardi B finally gets on the stand. She made some funnies, like it was funny. But the first thing he popped off was like, yesterday your hair was black, today it's blonde. Like, what is your real hair? Like, what's going on? What's your real color? She said, it's a wig. So they're wigs. And so he was like, okay. And they moved on from that. And then she was like saying that she was there, when they was into it, she was arguing back and forth with the girl. She was like, I'm just here to get my cat check. And y'all are asking me, like, you following me. But let me tell you, let me back up. I'm jumping ahead of myself. So they asked Cardi B who brought her there. And she said her bodyguard brought her there. But she didn't want her bodyguard to come up with her, because she didn't want a male bodyguard knowing that she was going to a gynecologist. He knew he was taking her to a medical appointment, not a gynecologist. And at that particular time, on that particular day, Cardi hadn't told anybody that she was pregnant at the time. Not even the bodyguard knew that she was pregnant. So she was just kind of playing it off. So she said, just wait down here, I'll go up. So she says she gets up to the 5th floor. There's an elevator. She's coming off, and the girl, Miss Ellis, is coming on, but she's on the phone talking to somebody as she's going on. And she's like, oh shit, that's Cardi B. And then she didn't get wherever she was going. She came off of that elevator and started following Cardi B. And Cardi was like, I felt her behind me. I thought she got on the elevator, but I felt her behind me. So I turned around. She's like, why are you recording me? And she was like, oh, my bad, or whatever. And so Cardi said she just started fast walking, trying to find where the appointment was, because this doctor's appointment was only one time, because she happened to be in LA and she was feeling kind of crazy and she needed to be checked because this was her first baby. So she told somebody on her team, get me an appointment with somebody, the best of the best, and I need a private appointment, whatever. They got it all set up. And so she said, when she saw the girl was way bigger than her, first of all. Second of all, she knew she was some kind of security. She had the gear. She was security guard up down, like had the security guard outfit on. So she said she knew she was a security guard, but she's wondering, why is she following me, I get it, I'm Cardi B, right? But I'm saying, why are you recording me? I can't stop her, so I'm trying to walk fast. The girl never stopped following her. She continued to follow her. And she was like, you're supposed to be a security guard. You're supposed to be protecting and not filming me and telling people that I'm in the place. And she was like, I can do what I want to do. And then that's what Cardi was like, no, you can't be, you can't be, and that's when the argument started. And they had gotten closer to the doctor's office where she was going. She said, so they started arguing back and forth, cussing each other out, calling each other out of their names. So yeah, they did have an altercation, but Cardi said she never one time hit her, and the girl never one time hit her. She never spit on her, none of that. And she said all the bickering, and as loud as it was, her bodyguards downstairs. So the doctor and the receptionist run out there. And she said when the time the bodyguard gets out there, I mean, not the bodyguard, by the time her doctor that she was going to see gets out there to them, she walks off and he tells her, go to my office. So Cardi just walked onto his office trying to, calm it down. And so that it was over. So he was like, so you guys had an altercation in the hallway, nobody seen. She said, at what point did you tell your lawyers that you wanted to see the cameras? And she said, as soon as I knew I was being sued, I said, oh no, get the cameras because I didn't touch her. I need you to call them the place right now and get the footage from their cameras in that lobby because I didn't touch her. When they went for the cameras in the lobby, it was determined, Harlan, just like we figured, there was no cameras in the building. No cameras in 2018, no cameras in that lobby to be able to get the footage to show what happened. So basically, at this point, the altercation with them arguing and whatever happened, there were no witnesses to that, just Cardi's word against Miss Ellis's word and vice versa. The only time there were witnesses is when the doctor and the receptionist came out and got in between them and broke it up. But by when they came out, that's when they was arguing back and forth. Cardi was like, I looked at her. Well, now she's face to face with me. She got her phone. She had her phone up here. And then she had her phone like right here. And she's like, why are you, why are you recording me? And he was like, how you know she was recording me? She was like, they said objection, they objected a lot and he sustained it. But at the end of the day, Cardi B was like, this never happened. And then, so the Miss Ellis's lawyer kept badgering Cardi B. First, what he tried to do, even though it was said that we're not going to bring evidence in this trial about her past incidences, her past fights, her past alleged gang member, her past, nothing is coming in this trial. Soon as Cardi gets on the stand and get questioned, Miss Ellis' lawyer, were you part of a gang? And the judge gets mad. He was like, we said we're not doing it. They objected it. So then he was like, this is not like the judge told the lawyer, he said, you need to stop acting like you're trying to, what did he say? Basically, she ain't on trial for a criminal charge, like not criminal, not really. So you need to stop doing that and ask the right questions. You continue to ask the wrong questions. So he said, okay, Your Honor, I understand. He started asking the same question again. Your Honor said, cut. We're taking a break, 10-minute break because you ain't getting it. So they took a 10-minute break. The judge is pissed off. They come back after 10 minutes and continue and let Cardi tell the story about what happened. And she was like, for me, he's like, well, do you not realize that a security guard that is called to guard the building can ask you to leave if you're causing chaos in that building? She was like, she's the one causing the chaos. She was following me. She was filming me. I'm walking fast trying to get away from her and she followed me. I'm not causing the chaos. She is. So I told her, I'm not leaving the building. I'm going to my appointment. And he was like, well, did you not realize she was security? Yes, I realized she was security. And if she was security, then security should be not following me, trying to see what I'm doing. After I asked her, why are you recording me? She continued to follow me where I was going, not me follow her, not me causing the problem. The security guard on duty is following me, causing me problems. And so that's kind of where it ended. The lawyer started trying to go off left field again. And he was like, this is it. We're done for the day. We'll be back here at 9 o'clock in the morning. And so that's what happened all day long with Cardi B. Now, with all of that said, and with everything that I know and I saw in that courtroom, I feel like what really hurt is that Cardi's left-handed, not right-handed, and the professional that you hired to make $2,000 an hour to be in your courtroom to be a witness said that most likely it's from a right-handed person that did it. Cardi's left-handed. That's the first thing. The second thing, I feel like the judge is just outdone with this woman's lawyer. Third of all, the witnesses were not strong enough to help Miss Ellis get past anything that she needed to fight. She was like, there's nothing that she needed to I mean, she needed something stronger, but she didn't have anything stronger for the simple fact there's nobody that you could call in or bring in that could witness to that altercation because there was nobody there. There was nobody there to see it. And the building didn't have cameras. And not only that, the phones that Miss Ellis had, she got rid of them. There's no phones. She can't tell you what happened to the phones. So it can't be forensic. The phones can't be forensic. So what do y'all think? Harlem, you need to get up here really quick and talk to me before it's time to have to go. Too many people trying to get the scoop on celebrities. That's what it sounds like to me. I think that I would say, like they said in court, you're Cardi B. Are you not accustomed that when people see you say, "Oh, that's Cardi B"? She was like, "Absolutely, I am accustomed to that." But to follow me to my appointment and tell people I'm in the building, which could cause more people when I go downstairs to show up that while I'm here. She said, all I wanted, I didn't feel good. Something didn't feel right. I just needed an appointment and I wanted to go. So she understands that when people see her, they're going to be like, "Ooh, Cardi B." But dang, you're the security guard. You're supposed to be protecting your patient, the patients that come in and out of here, not causing a conflict with them. Oh, that's right. I forgot. So she says she will win. I think that she will. Cardi B is going to win this case. Yes, right. I believe she is. Hi, Sean Barr is going to win this case. Everybody's agreeing. Everybody's in agreement. I think so. Welcome, Sean Barr, to the welcome here. What did we say? Welcome to our channel. I'm glad you could be here, you guys. I hope that you have hit the like button for me. It keeps us in the algorithm. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you being here. Let's get the likes up. But yeah, I think that with all of that said, if you have been following it, if you have seen it, I just don't feel like, here's my other reason. Like, I have a lot of reasons why I think Cardi will win. My other reason is when Cardi got on the stand, she knew what had happened. She confidently said what went on that day. When Miss Ellis was on the stand, she was like, "I don't recall. I don't remember. I don't recall. I don't remember. I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't remember." Like, that was her song on a big part of her testimony, was that she don't recall. And then they would get her caught up when they would ask questions, the same question different ways. It would catch her up. So then that would make her say, "I don't recall," or "I don't remember." So that's another reason why I'm like, I don't feel like Miss Ellis's lawyer prepared her enough for a trial up against a celebrity like this with the amount of money. Now, as far as what with the lien on the plastic surgery, the professional did get on there and say that she came in and said, I got this lawsuit on Cardi B. Cardi B did this to me. So he was like, it didn't matter one way or the other. If she wins the case, if she loses the case, she still has to pay me. And it's been all these years and she's still not, as of yet, have paid me. She's waiting on a payout from Cardi. The whole thing, I think, is a payout from Cardi. Because when she went to the psychologist, she didn't talk about having anxiety, depression, having pain in her body from the Cardi B thing. She's saying she's filing a work comp claim for whatever reason she got fired. I don't know. She don't remember. Maybe she did get hit hard. Yeah, maybe she did in that car accident that she had, because she had a car accident too. But I still have yet to see the 3 marks on her face. Maybe they're there. Maybe I'm missing it. I didn't see it. So anyway, yes, right. You caught up and you are on the right track now. You are caught up with us. Really not caught up, but she will win. Okay. But anyway, that's the Cardi B situation on day 2. I think this will be over pretty quick. I think that the jurors will go deliberate, come out and find Cardi innocent again. Cardi was funny. Like, she was funny on that stand. That's because she made all that up and she's lying about it. Like, Sean, I'm almost there with you. I'm almost there with you. Like, Cardi B can attest to the things she said when they said they was arguing and bickering back and forth. Cardi B got on that stand and said, I did call her a B. I did tell her, what the F you think? I'm not leaving this building. I'm going to my apartment. So she said so she told the lawyer was like, so you guys were in an altercation. She said, we were not in a physical altercation. We were arguing back and forth altercation. Nothing physical ever happened. She said we were arguing and yelling at each other. That's what was happening. He said, so what are you and I doing to Cardi? What are me and you doing right now? She said, we are having a debate. We're having a debate about an altercation. Like, she was ready for him. She said, we're not having an altercation. He said, are we having an altercation? She said, no, we're having a debate. And basically, Cardi was on top of it. She was on top of it. And I believe that some of her story, some of Imani Ellis's, some of her story, she added a bit, took away some, added some, and she couldn't remember. She couldn't remember. It was 2018. You could totally remember where you was, the building you was in, exactly what Cardi, the way her nails looked, how she got off of that elevator, how you didn't get on the elevator like you started to. Like, you started to get on that elevator and go somewhere. Why did you jump off? Okay, so Cardi B was like giving her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, yes, it's Cardi B in the building, but Cardi B just started walking fast, trying to find the building to get away from her. This chick goes after her. So Cardi's going away from problems and the girl's taking it to her. That's why she's going to lose. And Cardi B explained that. She was like, yes, I get it. You see Cardi B? Yay, I get that all the time. But he was like, but don't people have their own right to record? She was like, yeah, but I'm talking about a security guard on duty that's supposed to be protecting the building. The whole point of me having this, and I'm not saying word for word, the whole point of me having the doctor's appointment on Saturday is because I wanted to avoid that. And I know that I can't totally avoid it, but to follow me and cause this kind of conflict with me, that wasn't necessary. And so that's why. So Cardi B did her thing today. They'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if she's going to get back on. They ended with Cardi B and said, because the lawyer, Miss Ellis's lawyer, was getting on the judge's nerves, like on the bad side of him. And so he was just like, let's just quit for the day. We'll be right back here at 9:30 in the morning. I don't know if there's going to be other witnesses. I don't know if Cardi B is going to be able to, like, the doctor that came out with the receptionist that seen Cardi that day has passed away. So he's not going to be able to, of course, come and testify. But I don't know where that receptionist is, if they were able to contact her or not and get her to come and testify on Cardi's behalf or whatever. We don't know yet. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Yes. And so Cardi was telling her when they was arguing, she said, you being a groupie right now. I'm just trying to go to the doctor. Cardi's mouth was real slick, back then. She's like, you being a groupie right now. What the F? Like, B, get up, back up off of me. She was like, she kept telling her, back up off of me, B. And they was going back and forth. And finally, when the doctor came, the doctor's like, told Cardi, get in my office. And she said, she just walked off. And she said, for me, Cardi said, for me, there was no incident. The altercation was over. It wasn't an incident. It was a argument altercation. Once I walked off, I was done with it. But yet here comes this lawsuit. In 2022, it happened in 2018. So that's somebody getting in her ear, telling her, you should have sued her. You can sue her. Like, you can do this. Talk to a lawyer. And this lawyer had the nerve to pick it up. So Sean says, I honestly feel like if someone violated you or did you wrong, you would remember every detail. You would not let one moment slip through your finger of someone doing you wrong. But obviously, and I agree, because I can think of an altercation maybe that I've had years ago. I remember where I was. I can't remember like every word that was said, but majority of what happened and why, I remember. If it's not a lie, you're gonna remember. If you're not lying about something, you'll remember. I agree with you, Sean. Wright says, if she's a security guard and not a temp, she knows the businesses within the building. Exactly. She was not in a temp pool. She was the bodyguard for that building. And she said herself, I was a good worker. And Cardi B was like, you are just a security guard. I'm rich, you broke, B. That sounds like some Cardi would say, right? But it was just words. They never touched each other. So Cardi was like, I just had an argument and the altercation was over when I walked off. So there was no incident. She said an incident to me would have been if one of us put our hands on each other. And she said nobody put their hands on each other. So this woman knew, and I just want to know, where was you going when Cardi B was coming off the elevator? Where were you going? Why didn't you go do that? If you snapped her when she walked off, you video her, you got her. But you clearly see she don't want you to follow her. And she told Cardi kept saying, what are you doing? Why the F are you taking pictures? You videotaping me, you following me, you up on me, get off of me. And she was like, you got the footage. Why are you still bothering me? It was a mess. It was a mess. And that's what Cardi was like you, the reason she said, the reason I didn't leave the building is because I thought that the security guard, why would a security guard on duty be causing an argument with me for filming me and taking pictures of me and following me? Like, I didn't cause a problem. She did. She knows. She told her she knows she was there. Yep, that's what it is. Because you're right? Because she hadn't told nobody she was pregnant yet. So she going in a gynecologist to be checked for her pregnancy. She's pregnant with culture, and she has not told a soul. She didn't even tell the security guard that drove her that she was doing that. So she said she just was feeling weird and she needed to see a doctor. She needed the best of the best, and somebody, whoever her team was, they hooked her up. And so this woman, like, what's she going to the doctor for? Why she need to be at the doctor? Because it's a doctor's building. It was a medical building. So whatever offices were in there were all medical buildings, all medical offices in there. Yeah. So that's that on that. We will be back in that courtroom at 9:30 in the morning, their time. So it'll be 9 to 11:30 Central Time, 12:30 Eastern Time. That is going to start back up. If you guys want to go check it out, I believe it probably will be over tomorrow. I think the third day will be over. I mean, it's enough. There's not, as I said, there's not anybody that they can bring to be a witness. They brought the professionals. The doctor has passed away, so you can't bring her. I think that the only person that could be there is that receptionist that was inside the doctor's office that came out with the doctor. If they can find her, maybe she could be another witness. But other than that, no more witnesses. Let me see. She knew what she was doing. And she security guard is about to lose her. Okay, so listen. Cardi B was like, she said Cardi B told her that I'm gonna get you fired. You know how you throw words and you talking. Well, the girl literally got fired after that altercation. She don't know how she got fired, but she thinks Cardi B got her fired. But I mean, even when the doctor came out and saw that the security person that runs this building, that secures this building, is into it with somebody for recording them, like, I'm sure they reported it, and she was going to get fired anyway. So then she turns around and files a work comp claim, never mentioning. And then she was like, Cardi B had her finger all pointing and touching my nose. There was never a scar or anything or mark or anything on her nose. That the professional said, the plastic surgeon said, I never saw a mark on her nose. Her grandma said there was never a mark on her nose. Yeah, I have to set a reminder to catch it. Yep, do it. So it's for Eastern time, it's going to be 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central Time. Probably not the first time she's done that. What do you think? I think not. I think where this was a high profile medical building in Beverly Hills So you know there's a lot of celebrities probably in and out. They're having babies, doing their thing in and out, in and out. So I'm sure not. And she was like, she was a fan of Cardi B's, and she had tickets to go to her concert, and she didn't ever go because this altercation happened. She was a fan, and she was excited about seeing her. I get that. Like, I do. I would be excited, like, to see them, but to sweat somebody like that, knowing that she don't want you to do that. She don't want you in her personal space. So why are you disrespecting that? Stand at the elevator and just do it till she out of your sight or whatever, but don't disrespect her space. And that's what I think. But that's just me. People don't do it. Paparazzi don't respect your space, though. Probably not the first time that she did. Yeah. So anyway, all right, you guys. I think that's it. We didn't get to the TD Jakes thing, but we will get to that tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow, our regular time. No, Wednesday. It won't be a regular time. It'll be later. So we'll be back, but we'll be back tomorrow and Thursday, and we will do this all over again. I'll give you guys an update. And tomorrow I will drop the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and talk to me. I didn't drop the link today because I knew that we wouldn't be here very long, but I had to get that out. I had to get that out. Right. I saw what you were saying on your responses to Diddy. Diddy feels like he's in danger still. He just wants out. He just wants out. He wants this all overturned. He feel like it all should have been not guilty, and it's just not happening. He's not in control anymore. He's not the boss no more, and that's eating him alive. Like, that has been snatched away from him. So that's where we are with that. So you guys, until tomorrow, I hope y'all have a good evening. If you guys missed it, I hope you're back here seeing the replay, hitting the like button, subscribing if you're not already subscribed to this channel, and become a member to this channel. So we're going to go for now, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Harlem. Good night, Sean. Good night, Wright. Good night, everybody that's in here. I can't see everybody, but thank y'all for coming. Good night.